Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to April favorites. I know it seems a little weird to be filming an April favorites after I just filmed like a current favorites of like a collective what I've been loving. However, I have some really amazing things to share with you this month and I didn't want to wait till like next month and share them because they were really good and I think you will really enjoy them. So if you want to see what I've been loving for the month of April, just keep on watching. Okay guys, let's get started. I found this month was the month of like really random, unexpected makeup favorites. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is the new Urban Decay The Naked Reloaded palette. And I'll be honest, I have not purchased a naked palette in a while. I think the last one I bought was like the third one. And I don't touch them, I don't use them anymore because it's just kind of like, they were really all the rage and then they just kind of, they came out with so many and it just, like they didn't do anything for me. However, I saw this on display and there was something about it that just kind of spoke to me. And I think it's because they have like these larger matte shades here. Like this is more of a like a creamy skin tone color. And then like here there's like more of like your crease colors and a beautiful range of shimmers. So this has been an unexpected like obsession for me. And I've just been loving like this color Reputation and then the color Burn. Either one of those, what I've been doing is I've been using like Fix Plus right here. This little travel size Fix Plus that I found in my little stash. And I've been spraying my brush and like using them wet. And oh my God, in the past few videos, when I got asked a lot what I was wearing on my eyes, it was usually like one of those two colors dampened with this. And then it just gives like this beautiful like metallic kind of color. And like, I'm obsessed with this palette. Like the mattes are so creamy and blendable that you don't find that they're chalky or anything. So you can create a beautiful like everyday neutral look, or you can create a, dramatic, nighttime look, or just like a simple like, warm smoky eye with, a little bit of shimmer on the lid. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to wet your brush. You could just kind of, pack it on with like a densely packed brush and then it's just amazing. So I know you probably have seen like 101, videos of these and people talking about them, but like I genuinely really like it and I purchased it with my own money. It was the last one at Sephora and I felt like it was a sign. I was like, I have to get this. I've been looking at it and kind of like, it's like, I'm attracted to it and I just love it. So, and I love the packaging. I love like this kind of like soft cushiony feel and like the colors are just gorgeous. Sometimes, I'm not usually a packaging person. Like I don't really care for, something, it's not going to catch my eye unless like it's something that I'm going to want. But like the packaging alone on this is just beautiful. And again, it's like that soft, pillowy. So number one pick, I've been wearing it nonstop. Almost every time you've seen me this month, I've probably been wearing this palette and I love it. Okay. The next thing is this bronzer. This is a Morphe bronzer. And this thing is freaking huge. Like, look at this. I've been using this. I feel like I haven't even made a dent in it. Like I have like a little bit of like wear, like right here where I dip my brush. But other than that, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go through it. And it's the Glamour Bronze in the shade Icon, which is I think the lightest one. And Ulta, carries Morphe. Some Ultas have more than others. My Ulta has pretty much like a whole, aisle and end cap of Morphe stuff, like a lot of Morphe stuff. So when I see things like this, I'm more tempted to buy them because you're not ordering them online. You can actually like see them. And I really, really like this bronzer. And this is like the kind of bronzer that is perfect for like every day. It's very like creamy and blendable and buttery. And like there's the swatch and it is the lightest one, but I think a variety of skin tones will be able to wear this and I like it because it doesn't pull too red, it doesn't pull too orange, it doesn't have like those weird undertones that are going to make you look like you either have a sunburn or there's something wrong with you. And I really like this bronzer for like every day. Today I'm not wearing it now, but like when I want more of like a dramatic look or if I'm filming or whatever, I'll use a different bronzer. I've used it filming, but I love it on a day-to-day basis. When I'm just throwing on like minimal makeup, I could throw this on and it looks good. And I don't even need, blush or, I'll pretty much always put a highlight on, but like highlight and bronzer, and this is like my go-to. It's just, and it's so easy. And if you're on the go, it has a great mirror here too. And it's just really nice. It's like this cardboard packaging, so you don't have to worry about something kind of, heavy, if like you throw it in your bag. It's just like a very nice, also very good travel friendly. And it's for the money, it's decent, and it's, got a lot of products. So I really have been enjoying that, surprisingly. And then I picked up this brush. This is a Smashbox brush. I love Smashbox brushes. I have so many of their eye brushes from, I want to say 10, 15 years ago, if not longer, because they used to be readily available. You used to be able to get them at Sephora or Ulta or, wherever. And I have so many brushes, and I used to, pick them up, or if I bought like sets and stuff, like when I lived back in New York, Macy's, it was really big, to get Smashbox there. And now it's like really hard to get Smashbox brushes. And like, the normal places don't carry it. I guess you can order them, from Macy's or Smashbox Direct, but Nordstrom carries them, but a lot of them are always out of stock. But there was this one brush that I wanted, and it's the Buildable Cheek Brush. And it looks like this, and it is kind of slanted. I don't know if I put it that way, but it's a buildable cheek brush, and it's very, flimsy and loose. And what I love this for is bronzer. I have had such a hard time all of a sudden getting my bronzer to look right, no matter what brush I use, whether I use an angled brush, my Tom Ford brush, like that's just like not working. I don't know if it's just too big, and now I'm looking for a different look. But this, because it's so flimsy, and this works great too for this bronzer. You just swirl it in, tap it off. And what I like to do is I just like to, put it on my cheeks, and it really distributes the product evenly. And this is like an aesthetic, like ergonomic thing, but like the handle has like little spots like to put your fingers. So it's very comfortable. So like when you hold it like this, and then like there's a place for your finger under here, like it's very ergonomic and very comfortable. So I feel like it gives you better control when you're applying it, and you're not like, you're going to keep it more here. And like what was happening with me with some of the other brushes, the bronzer was getting like on my jaw and my like down here, like where I didn't want it. And I'm like, no matter how much I'm concentrating it where I want it, it's still going there. And I guess because again, the brush is so big, but this, because it's so ergonomic and it's so like flimsy and kind of, tapered, you can just really work it in, and you can dust it all over your face. And it's just like, you wouldn't think like a flimsy brush like this, that like literally you would think would be a highlighter brush, would be able to apply it so precisely and make it look like airbrushed and flawless. Like I've been loving my bronzer ever since I've been using this. And again, I ordered it from Nordstrom. I had like a bunch of stuff in my cart that I bought, and I said, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm really wanting to get more Smashbox brushes. Like when I tell you, like the quality of them is made so well. Like the eye brushes, they don't even make some of them anymore, but I still use them. I try not to use them when I'm doing tutorials, because some of them, like I said, you can't get them. Some of them they've reformulated and they look similar, but they are so good. Like I'm so impressed with their brushes. Like you can go and spend hundreds of dollars on, like Tom Ford or whatever, but I really find that I really enjoy the Smashbox. So this is like, I guess, my favorite pick of the month. So there's this, and then a couple more things. I don't have like too much, but like what I do have is like really good. So this is another kind of like random, like kind of amazing find. It's the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, and this is basically a dupe, I would say, for the Anastasia brow dip brow. I really wanted to, I've been using the Benefit Brow, but I find sometimes it's a little too powdery, and sometimes the color might look a little too ashy on me. And rather than go and get that, because let's be real, sometimes the packaging on this, it's kind of like annoying because it like sticks up. I guess you could take that out, but like it's just not like a great thing, and you have to like take this, like, I don't know, I was just getting annoyed by this. So I was gonna get the Anastasia Dip Brow, and then I was like, well, wait a second, this might be a little bit more of a different consistency. Maybe I should just try something cheaper. So in Ulta, they had this, and I got the shade Dark Brown. And let me tell you, this has been brow changing. I've used quite a bit of it. The color is perfect. It's not too powdery. It's not too creamy. It's not too gunky. It glides in my brows beautifully and allows me to just like brush it out and give me like soft feathered, brows, but like that still looks sculpted. And I just use the same brush I always use. It's the Anastasia number 12. And it's like there's this tiny little, I've showed this before, it's like the tiny little brush with the spoolie. And I just dip it and I brush it through and I comb it, and it's just perfection. Like I love this product so much. And this was so cheap. I want to say it was less than $10. And when I dip my brush in it, how you can tell it's like not like super powdery and like just gonna make your brows look crazy, because when I dip my brush in and I tap it off, nothing really comes off. So there's not like a bunch of excess product. So I feel like you're not wasting product by having it go back into the container or fly away. And it's just like the greatest little brow thing. And it's like, who would have thought this Makeup Revolution brand would have had like really awesome brow stuff. So if you are looking for a new brow product, if you like the dip brow, try this. Like I said, it's really cheap, and I think the quality is probably just as good. Like maybe I will eventually get the dip brow, but for right now, I'm really hooked on this, and I don't see myself changing from it anytime soon. So I really enjoy this. Another thing I've been loving is this. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is just like the old school one. I don't think it's oil free. I don't think it's anything. It's just like a little trial one. I think I showed this in a haul video a while back. And it's just like the travel size, and I have just been loving this. Literally, it gives my skin great coverage for a tinted moisturizer, and it's still kind of dewy, but doesn't like slide all over my face. And what I've been doing with this is when I throw it on, I just set it really quickly with the Hourglass powder, because I find that it still gives me like the glowy and dewiness of it, but yet it still keeps it in place. Because sometimes tinted moisturizers, they'll slide all over, and sometimes it's hard to find the right one. But I've just been really liking this. And for reference, I am in the shade Sand 3W2, and it's a perfect match. If I'm self-tanned or if I'm not tan, it still works. It doesn't give me like too much of a harsh line, so I guess it's more like a medium tone color. So I have been really enjoying this, and I really like the little size. I don't know why. It's just, I squeeze it out and I rub it with my hands. It's like the most foolproof, easiest, like on the go. Like I posted a picture on Instagram of like my 5-minute makeup, and it's like this, the bronzer, and I think the Charlotte Tilbury like highlighter, and like I'm done. And I'll throw in this for my brows, but that's it. Like, and it looks so good. Like, especially now that it's getting really hot here, you need to have as minimal makeup on as you can if you're gonna wear makeup that day, because otherwise it's just gonna melt off. But I really enjoy this. Okay, lip products. This Kylie Jenner lip duo thing. It's the one Bare. I don't know if it's the Velvet. Okay, so it's Kylie Jenner Velvet Liquid Lipstick. This is the liner, and this is the little liquid lipstick thing. This thing is so good. It is, I never tried anything from Kylie Jenner, and the reason being is because I'm funny about having to like order things sometimes, and I'm not familiar with it. I don't know. It's weird. But this, because now Ulta sells it, it is the most beautiful pinky nude combo. Like, it's not too pink, and it's not too brown, and it's not too light, not too dark. It's just like the most perfect color. I wore this in a few videos, and what I've been loving wearing is the lip liner by itself. There's something about this lip liner, and I guess I would say most of all of hers should be like this, but it's matte. Obviously, it's not like glossy, but it's creamy, and I can wear it as a lipstick, and I've just been loving it. I just don't know what it is. I'm just like putting it on and just using it like that, and I don't even need to wear the liquid lip, but they work well together, and I really like that formula. It doesn't dry or crack or flake or anything. But this liner, let me tell you, this is an amazing liner. The color is good. I wear this liner with like a bunch of other stuff. I'm actually wearing it today with the gloss I have on, and I'm just like, this is like my new favorite like pinky nude liner. Like, I cannot believe it's from Kylie Jenner, and it's so good. Like, seriously. And I would have never tried it if Ulta didn't start carrying it. And it's just one of those things where you walk in and like at my old, it's right there, so you just kind of like, it hits you in the face. So you're bound to like gravitate towards it and start looking at it. So I really enjoy this lip combo. If you are on the fence about trying anything, definitely give this one a try. Like I said, I haven't tried others, but I probably will now, because I really do like this. And I really do like the liner. If anything, I want to try more liners, but really like these a lot. The other lip product I've been loving is this. It's by Fresh. and it's their Sugar Lip Balm. I used to use these way back in the day, like the lemon one or like the clear one. This is in the shade Petal, which is like a really pretty, like rosy pink. Like it's perfect for throwing on, giving your lips like a hint of color, but keeping them really moisturized. Like that's my thing. It's like I need my lips to be moisturized and hydrated, and if it has color in it, great. So I had to take this out of my purse because it's been living in there because it's just so perfect. You know, if I forget lipstick or lip gloss when I leave the house, if I have this, I'm good. I just throw it on. And I've also, paired this with the liner. Like I put the liner on and then I put this over it. And I was like, oh, this is like the perfect color because this is so sheer, but it still has like that same kind of tone. So this is like another little hidden gem. Like I forgot how good these were. This is amazing. And last but certainly not least, this is a skincare item. If you watched my skincare routine, I mentioned I was gonna pick this up eventually, and that came sooner rather than later because I went to get stock of some stuff I needed. What did I need? I needed my exfoliating polish, which I told you guys I was running out of, and I needed something else. I picked up a restock of something else. I just can't think of what it was. And then I decided to pick up a few more products. I picked up this is the Renewal cream. This is what I'm talking about. And it is I use this at night. It is the most amazing moisturizer. It comes with the little like push top, which I absolutely love because like for sanitary reasons, and you can just get the perfect amount of product. And it's for hydrating and calming. And this thing is packed full of such amazing product. It has retinol in it. It has Canadian willow herb in it. It has CoQ10. It has, I think, vitamins E and C, if I'm not mistaken. It has so much good stuff in it, guys. And I feel like it makes my skin just glow. And it's not heavy or like sticky or anything. And I can just put it on at night, like after my other products like my Growth Factor and my, what do I use? Like the exfoliation accelerator. I just love it. It just makes my skin, it sinks in and it keeps it hydrated and plumped, but yet not heavy or, thick, or like sometimes you put moisturizer on and you feel like you're an oil slick later because it's like too much. It's perfect. And I'm so glad I picked it up because I really do love it and I really do enjoy it. And it's expensive, but it's not as expensive as some of their other products or some of the other. I think it's even cheaper than the PCA, if I'm not mistaken. It was like $106. But this is so good, guys. And it's just, like I said, the applicator is phenomenal. It's like probably what sold me on it, but I really love it. Like I said, the ingredients in it are so good. I even use it when I'm using a retinol as well. And I just find that it just really hydrates. I've used it in the morning a couple times too, because like when I first got it, I was like, I just want to keep using it, but I really enjoy it. So if you love ZO like I do, check this out if you haven't already. It's good, or get a sample of it if they'll let you, because it's a really good moisturizer. So I just wanted to share that I did pick that up and I have been using it and I have been loving it. So that is it, guys. That is my April favorites. There wasn't a lot, but I feel like I talked a long time, so I will try to edit this down. But let me know, as always, what your favorites were for the month, and I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are new to my channel, thank you, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe. And if you want to, you can hit the bell next to my name and you'll be notified of all my new videos. That way you won't miss any. And I'll see you guys very soon.